You could be an influenceless influencer. Believe in yourself.
They tested us this drive.
They did. But I'm thankful. Tampa's a wonderful spot. Coach Bowles is defensive-minded guy. He's brilliant. He's a good brother, too, man. A good brother, a good human being, a good man. I'm excited for you.
You're a good dad. Hey, W Dad in the chat. W Dad. You're a good dad. Look, you see them? W Dad.
What does that mean?
It means you're a good guy.
Okay, because I don't know how to do this stuff.
I don't either. Shout out Dom, everyone.
You learning?
Hey, but I appreciate y'all staying tuned this whole day, this whole process. This has been a crazy past 3 days, but
Yes, it has.
y'all see can't nothing stop us.
Why? Tell them why.
Because it's W God in the chat.
There you go.
We're not worried about none.
At all.
All right, so what happened with Shedeur Sanders?
Well, a number of things happened. The number one thing that didn't happen was there was not a collusion message with the NFL owners.
Okay, what? Okay, a lot of people think that.
Because they wouldn't be able to keep a secret like that. And
So they might do it, but they couldn't shut up about it.
they wouldn't be able to shut up about it. But every owner is very, very selfish. Now, why would I do something to my detriment? Like if I need a quarterback and I think this kid is it, what he didn't realize is the guys that have fallen in the draft before, they all had unusual traits. Like they had some superstar qualities to them. Now, some other things happened that made them fall, but Shedeur and his family, they overplayed their hand. Them thinking that he was in the same evaluation mode as Eli Manning, they didn't play that right. Them trying to narrow the teams that he was going to go to, that didn't do right. Not working out at the combine, that wasn't the right thing. His interview process, obviously he could have done a lot better in that. A lot of people left that meeting, felt he was very, very entitled.
Which meet? Like, because they said Brian DeBall, the Giants coach, had said he didn't like the meet, and he asked him, he had some book, was his playbook or something he was supposed to know, and he said he felt weird about it. I don't know who else said they didn't like the meeting with him, or were just people behind the scenes saying they did.
Well, the thing about it, they didn't draft him.
I know that.
So it's not the tape, and he likes guys to be a little more open before he lets it go, and he doesn't have a big time arm. He's not a big guy. He's not overly athletic. So his measurables are not, say, first round measurables, but he played football like a first rounder.
But his tape's first round tape, but his measurables are not first round measurables.
Well, you don't play football all the time. You're a human being the rest of the time. And how you're going to be in the locker room, how he already came up with this line of merchandise, legendary, like he's already calling himself legendary. All those things are problems. Right now, he's working check to check, man. Like he's not going to get a big signing bonus. There's not going to be a big guarantee. Any day they want to get rid of him in the week, they can get rid of him.
He does. Don't we think Shedeur is smart enough to know he's not at Jackson State and he's not at Colorado?
No.
You don't think so?
I listened to too many of his answers. I saw too many of the outtakes. I saw too many times he was working out with other players, and he said things that I thought were highly questionable for my franchise quarterback.
So like what?
When he was working out with Cam Ward, him and Cam Ward, the number one pick.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want to cut a rap video together? No, I want to be known as a football player.
And he's like, what do you do for fun? He's like, I play football. Like,
why wouldn't you sit down with people? And something these kids never understand, even if you're a top 10 pick, you're in the NFL for a long time.
Yeah.
So your interview, your tape, people in the room that see you, someone can like you in the room. They might not draft you 5-10 years later, man.
You're looking for a guy, you're looking to trade, and they remember your interview.
Yes.
The interview you had.
It's a small world. This whole thing with Deion and the media and everything, like it's out of control. Like it did not help him. It helped him make money in college because he got followers, but it actually hurt him as far as him getting a job as an NFL quarterback.
You mean as Shedeur, his social media stuff with Shedeur?
Yes.
It hurt him.
Yeah. What else hurt him?
I know you've
let me tell you what he understands today.
Okay.
He ain't running shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, they taught him a great lesson.
Okay.
Like, you don't have this figured out. Your dad don't have this figured out.
Who's they? NFL,
Shedeur?
the world. No, who taught you? Said they taught him. I'm just curious. Like
Well, the system.
the system. Okay,
There's a system out there, man.
Okay.
Like, you're going for a job interview. So for his job interview, he was so concerned about, what his outfit was. His necklace was over $100,000. Like, he hadn't even convinced people that you're the face of our franchise. Matter of fact, he had convinced people that they were better off going in a different direction, even with people who had lesser talent. That's the rub he put on the people.
If that's the case, that's a bad interview, bro.
No, it is the
Lot of
case.
work.
He didn't get drafted right. It's no speculation. Like, we're through the draft. We threw 3 days. He threw away at least $30 to $50 million. At least.
He was projected to be an early round pick, ended up dropping all the way to the 5th round. The question is, why? Eventually he got picked by the Browns. Help me understand what happened here and why.
Listen, this is a challenging situation, but it's really just musical chairs. I mean, there's really only 5 teams in this year's draft that were looking for a starting quarterback. One of them was Tennessee with the 1st overall pick. They were taking Cam Ward from Miami. The other one was Pittsburgh, and I think they're waiting on Aaron Rodgers. So now we're down to 3 teams: the New York Giants, the Cleveland Browns, and the New Orleans Saints. And essentially what happened was Shedeur was in the mix. He was in the running for one of those starting jobs, and he didn't get it. The Giants picked Jackson Dart. The Saints picked Tyler Shuck. And then the Cleveland Browns went with Dylan Gabriel, who finished 3rd in the Heisman voting this year, quarterback out of Oregon. And so Shedeur got left out of that musical chairs of starting quarterbacks. And now we're talking about backup quarterback. And that's why I think he dropped so low. Because of his personality, I'm not sure he's really the kind of guy that they felt like would fit as a backup to whoever the starter was in their locker rooms. I think the problem is there's 3 things that I know are huge in a locker room, in an NFL locker room. Excellence, being the best in the world at what you do. Hard work, no one's outworking you ever. You can count on me to get my job done. And then the third is unselfishness and humility, being a team player, not throwing your teammates under the bus, things like that. And I think that third layer might be the part that gave some NFL teams pause.
ESPN need to give all those people their job back, but I don't really know how this is going to turn out.
That's very true.
And I saw really was the interview with Stephen A. when he was speaking of it, and I was watching it very carefully. Killer
Stephen A. said something about this already.
Yeah, because Stephen A. he didn't stand with Shannon Sharp like he stood with Jay-Z. When he heard about Jay-Z, he said, "The guy I know, this is not true." When it came to Shannon, he was like, I wasn't there.
Yo,
in a nutshell, yeah.
I gotta keep it static, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't there for Jay-Z neither. You wasn't there for Jay-Z. You were not there for Jay-Z, but you went out on a limb because of the character of guy you know. So I'm not saying that you're wrong for that. I'm saying I would have thought that the same standard would be there, right? If for a guy you work with every day. Well, not every day, but, you know.
Damn near.
And I'm not taking a shot at Stephen A. It's just an observation.
It does sound like you was taking shots at Stephen A. From what you said, I didn't see Stephen A. shit, but what I'm gathering, what you said from Stephen A. said, he basically said, I don't know the nigga like that.
Well, I ain't putting my hundreds of millions on the line for him.
Yeah, you like, no, I want to hire the nigga. He a little freaky nigga. I don't really know the nigga that well. So whatever happened or whatever happens. I already know Stephen A. He one of them people like, this is going to interfere with me. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, Stephen